Today we're going to be talking about the incredible shrinking airline seat. It's becoming a real issue. Clients are wanting to know, why do I have to pay more money, or can I even pay more money depending on the aircraft to have a little bit more legroom. So this issue has actually come up before a federal judge, and it is again making front page news. In the latest development, the Federal Aviation, we'll refer to them as the FAA, declined to issue regulations governing the width or seat pitch aboard U.S. airliners. Now you go, well, what's a seat pitch? Well, real quick, if you can look right here, you can see from the leg from the back of this passenger seat to the back of this passenger seat, this is called the seat pitch. And this is what gives you a room to exit in and out of your seat from the aisle. So in response to the FAA's decision, they're basically saying there is no evidence, there's no argument that a tighter legroom impedes the passenger's ability to exit the aircraft in the event of an emergency. So there's this consumer group called the Flyers Right. Their argument is, on an average, the seat pitch has dropped over the years. The seats were deregulated in 1978, and they've gone considerably lower. I won't even get into all the details. That's just a little bit overkill, but if you guys fly at all, you know they're not as wide as they used to be. So the group complained to the government that the tests that were mandated were never released to the public. So under the FAA rules, airlines must demonstrate a fully occupied plane can be safely evacuated within 90 seconds. But the FAA, in a letter to Flyers Right, said that the consumer group is missing the point. The FAA is saying, look, when you board the aircraft, somebody comes on, they give you instructions, and if you're like me, you're tuned out with your music or whatever you're doing, because I've heard it all before. They're saying pay attention, because in the event of an emergency, they're saying that you have plenty of room to get out of the seat without a problem if you will follow the instructions. So there's another group called the Seat Guru. They're saying that the airline charts the real story, that it's a little bit more complicated than that, and that the aircraft should offer more of a variety of seats, which they do. However, you can do that. It just costs more, which now you, the consumer, will call me and say, why do I have to pay more for this seat? I'm just trying to give you a little information because this really is becoming a problem. So here's the deal. Here's what you do. I tell people that these days, almost every seat in coach from the window exits forward will incur an extra charge, but it's worth it. Depending on your level of comfort, like me, I don't like being inconvenienced or anything, it's worth it. For longer flights, I usually recommend and suggest that you fly the premium economy. It's usually one seat less across with more length, and the service is better. Now, the story isn't completely over yet. Despite the FAA's refusal to take any action, the DOT's Inspector General is looking into how the agency has handled the matter. So, and the Flyers' Rights that I mentioned earlier, they are considering an appeal in the courts. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Please stick around. We're going to be bringing you a little bit more of what we call a feature from some of either a local business or a local restaurant owner or something of that nature. Hi, my name is Yvonne, as I said, and I'm here at the wonderful Grandover Resort Hotel here in Greensboro, North Carolina. They're a fantastic resort golf course, as I said, and I'm here with Augie today, and he's going to share with you about what goes on here at the hotel and some of the advantages for their guests.
Hey, welcome to the Grandover Resort. So we are a golf resort that does a lot of business services and business events as well. So what we try to do around here, along with our renovations, we try to give back to the community a little bit more. We have 3 major cities around us with High Point, Greensboro, as well as Winston-Salem. So we're doing something that we have never done before, providing smaller events that cater to our local community here. We do free appetizers to bring them in to watch some sports games, especially like today. The Carolina Panthers is a huge community of fans around here. So we just do smaller things like this to bring in the community and to show them that we are here.
All right, awesome. And as I stated before, I have played this golf course. It's a wonderful golf course. Many events are held here that I've attended. Mother's Day lunch is one of my favorites, which is actually, as I stated before, I had my son's auntie graduation here. So do come out. Thank you, Ozzy. And let's go Panthers.
Let's go Panthers.
Go Panthers.